What's going on, faves? It's your fave, Miss Renee. You guys, I am back at it again. Yes, honey, for another smoking hot pot of good food for your soul coming up right now. All right, family. So if you are new here to the Fav Ms. Renee family, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Please don't be a stranger. You already know what I'm going to say, right? So go ahead and tap that subscribe button and make sure you turn the bell notification on so that every time I upload a video, you'll see that in your notifications, okay? Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Oh my God, you guys are rocking it out for me, and I am so thankful. So I appreciate you guys so very much. In case you are new here, we are running for 3K right now. That might not seem like a big deal to some, but let me tell you, it is huge for me. So we are getting very close to achieving that goal, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to make sure that you share this video, give it a big thumbs up, make sure that you talk to your friends and leave me a comment down below, okay? Oh, one more thing. So, if you are new here, what we do a lot of is good food for your soul, all right? So you heard me mention that in the intro. Now, I do a lot of other things. I do vlogs, go to work with me, the whole nine. But today is my favorite type of video, and that is when we have just a real conversation, me and my viewers, and then we can chop it up down below, right? We talk about love, life, relationships, mindfulness, everything that is good for your soul. So with that being said, this conversation is one that has to be said, okay? Now, I know all of them are. All of these conversations are must-haves. And today, oh my goodness, you guys, is definitely gotta have it. So, if you need to, go on ahead and get you something to sip on. Make sure you come back because much needed, and it's about to go down. I'm just saying. So, come on back. Okay, family, so I really just wanted to chop it up. Okay, I want to chop it up. I really just want to say, can we talk for a minute? Like, can we talk for a minute? Like, chop it up, talk. Like, lay it all out. Talk. Like, no holding back. Talk. Like, keep it 100. Talk. Like, can we just talk about it? Tea, all that, coffee, milk, and honey. Can we talk? So, this is really, it hurts me to talk about, to be honest. The state of the world is so, you guys, you know, I would like to think we could all, like, stay in our own little corner of the world, but when you do that and you try to turn an eye to what's really happening around you, then are you just as guilty as the people that are out there causing all the chaos because you are just busy doing this and trying not to get involved? But then you're also saying it's not your problem, let somebody else deal with it. And in fact, if it's happening in our world, collectively, it's all of our problems. It's all of our problems. Yeah, it's yours. Yep, it's yours too. Yep, you too. Nobody gets to play it safe in today's time. What's happening is happening to us. So, let's just go on ahead and say this video is just going to be titled, Can We Talk? Can we talk? So I will tell you, because of course this conversation comes from somewhere, and I was motivated today to talk about a situation that is happening not just in my city, not just in my school district. Oh baby, it's happening all over this great nation. From the bigger schools to the smaller schools to the bigger cities to the smaller cities, it is happening. And that is out of control youth. The young people that are there to receive their education. Can we just talk about what in the hell is going on? Now, let me back it up. Let me back it up. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm feeling really passionate right now about this. Okay, you guys may or may not know, but I do work in the school district, and I have for a very long time. I own and operate a mentoring program, which is also a business, and I have for a long time. So, this conversation is one that I feel is more than necessary, more than important, because we're really like in a state of emergency right now. Nobody's really calling it that, but, or maybe they are, I don't know. But in my opinion, we are in a state of emergency. And so what are we going to do about it, right? Because everybody says, oh, the kids are crazy. The kids are this and the kids are that. Really? You think it's all about the kids? That the kids have lost control? That the kids are out of their minds? They're crazy? Huh? I guess we could put the blame on them because they're acting out. But let's not forget, they're kids. And what do kids normally do, right? They mimic behaviors that they see adults doing. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. Kids don't just usually come up with these antics and all of this crazy. It's something that they are patterning after, whether it's at home, whether it's on social media, whether it's at in the community. Now, I do want to back up a little bit, okay? Because I was saying just before I had to go that kids mimic what they see adults doing. And I strongly believe that. But I also remember a time, now this is a long time ago when I was a child, right? The rules were the rules. Do as I say and not as I do. Hey, that was the first one. What goes on in my house stays in my house. That was the second one. Stop looking at my mouth when I'm talking. Get on out the room. You don't need to be in here while grown folks are talking, right? That's the third one, okay? Good Lord, there's so many of them. But that was a way of keeping a child a child. I don't necessarily agree with all of what went on back in the day, because let me tell you something. Sometimes those old rules kept the hurt going, okay? Because you couldn't talk about it. So if you were being hurt or abused or whatever the case is, you would talk to keep quiet about it. I don't agree with that. But I do agree with stay in a child's place. Oh, I do. I strongly agree with that. Right? You are a child, not an adult. So a child has a place. Speak when spoken to. Come on now. Some of those wasn't so bad because it made a boundary, right? It set an expectation, right? So I'm the adult and you are the child, right? And so there's certain things that I do that you can't, okay? So I agree with some of that, y'all. I simply do. I think we've gotten away from all of that because I learned that so much other stuff went on. So much other stuff went on. But some of those rules we need to come on, pull them back. Pull them back. What is really funny to me is that you now have young people questioning why they need to respect adults. True. Why? You know, you got to give respect to get respect. In some instances, I agree. But that doesn't fit for everything. Sweetheart, when you're at school and your teacher is talking to you, direct instruction, whether it's sit down, take your book out, hold your head up, quit talking, whatever it is, that is all that needs to be said. This back and forth that kids like to do with adults. Whoo! Who you back and forthing with? Because then again, I'm the adult, you're the child. Sit down. Okay? Sit down. I don't get that. It's insanity to me. Yes, I was raised, not hatched. Okay? And so back in those days, if Big Mama had us in church on Sunday, and me and my cousin wanted to keep up, and acting like we wasn't in church. Big Mama was in the pastor's choir. Okay, you might not understand what that is if you're young. Okay, no. She was in the senior choir. The senior choir. That's where most folks that were singing in that choir were 60 and above. That's the senior choir. If my Big Mama had to get up out of the choir, oh Lord Jesus, to come down and say anything. If she had to look like this, if she raised up out of her seat, if she was sitting back and she raised up, oh baby, we saw it. Ooh, we saw it. We saw that. Now, if she got up out of the choir stand, oh, goodness gracious, you might have to go down to the basement in the church. Oh, baby, you didn't want that to happen. You know, the respect level that elders were given in that day and time, they were given. It was a given because we all learned to respect our elders. And that was for every elder, okay? On the block, at the school, at the church. We respect our elders. I don't know what's wrong with, why do people think that it's okay to just disrespect someone that has lived twice your age? Come on, y'all. I get that we have influences now that are not always from the family unit. You guys have this beautiful, awful thing called social media. It's an amazing, awesome, beautiful, wonderful, distorted, dysfunctional thing that should bring us together because it's social. It should make us want to be together. When so many times it literally tears us apart. So much of that is negative. Young people are angry because of what they see and what they hear on social media. People are posting and saying things that aren't true. All the cheating and lying that goes on social media. You guys, we can't stop it at this point. But we can monitor what our kids are doing. We can. We can have cutoff times for those cell phones. Here, baby, hand me your phone. It's time for bed, right? Hand me your phone. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. It's real transparent. When my oldest granddaughter was here spending the night with me, I think she might have been a freshman or sophomore. She hasn't been back to spend the night since, okay? But when she was here spending the night and she was on the phone with her boyfriend, and I couldn't tell if they were on the phone or not because they had little things in. But every now and then I would get an indication that she was talking to somebody, not me. And we were getting ready for bed. And I said, okay, so what time y'all getting off the phone? And she goes, Grandmama, we're not getting off the phone. I said, oh, yeah, y'all getting off the phone. No, Grandmama, why do we have to get off the phone? I said, because it's late. It's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. She got off the phone. She just didn't come back and spend the night no more. I get the kids want to talk all night on the phone, and I tell them all the time, you want to stay on the phone so that you babysit your partner, okay? You want to make sure that they're not talking to anybody else. So then you're very insecure, and it's a good chance that you have reason to be. But that's not a healthy situation to be in. You're young. Babysitting nobody all night. You can't even get your rest. Trying to make sure y'all still on the phone. Hang up the phone and go to sleep. Mama, quit letting her talk all night long on the phone. Jeez, you know she's on the phone. Go get her phone. Can we talk about... I know that some of you parents don't know what's really going on in that schoolhouse. Oh, baby, y'all don't have a clue. See, you don't know because you don't go. And when you do go, they know you're coming, so they're probably on their best behaviors. But what happened to you just popping up? Go to parent-teacher conference. Ooh, that's a good one. Go to parent-teacher conference. Find out what the teacher really want to tell you. Stop avoiding those phone calls. When you see the schoolhouse number pop up on your caller ID, whether it's your cell phone or your home phone or whatever it is, answer. Pick it up. Hello? See what they want. Stop dodging your administrators. And can we say this, when you do have a problem, know how to address it. Stop popping up out of order, y'all. Come on. Baby girl's watching you. That's why she feels like it's okay to do and act the way she does, whether you're around or not. She's doing what you do. She done saw you do it 100 times. I've seen kids say, call my mama. She gonna say it's okay. I saw a little boy smoking this summer. We were at a youth organization. A little boy smoking. He looked like he was about 13. Smoking in front of us like we were not there. So-and-so, get him. I said, get him. Come here for a minute. He walked over to me. I said, what are you doing smoking? I'm 15, and my mama knows I smoke. Looking like you 12 or 13 years old. Your mother says it's okay for you to smoke. Mind you, he had herpes on his lip. Yeah, right here. He had herpes right there. And he just passing this little thing around everybody, and all of them, they smoking right behind him. I thought, oh my goodness. I wonder what their mothers would say if they saw that herpes on his lip while they all sharing whatever it is they were smoking. See what I mean? Y'all, I wish that I'd have saw that. And my kids are bop right there. Bop. Come on, y'all. Get your babies. Get your babies. Why is it that kids are taking weapons to school and no one knows? No one knows it. No one knows it. Parents, how do you not know? How do you not know that your child has a weapon in their backpack? How do you not know that? Where did they get it from? When my kids was growing up, a backpack could be on the floor in their bedroom. And you just kind of pick it up and move it. You can feel what's in the backpack. You don't have to be snooping per se. You can just be cleaning up, straightening up. Check out those backpacks. Some schools have clear backpacks, and we know why. It's all for safety concerns. Okay? One of the things that really wiggles a nerve for me is when I see a parent and their child posing together on Instagram or Facebook or wherever it is, and the picture's like this. Like that. Yeah. I seen a mama and a daughter in the car doing that. Yeah, I did. Both of them had their tongues out. I don't know how they do it, but it was mama. It was mama and daughter. Yeah, I posted like that. Yep. Took a picture and posted it. In the car. On their way to school. What does that mean? What are you saying? Are you saying to everybody that watches this picture, why is that cute? Mama, stop posing like that with your daughter. Stop doing that. See, she thinks it's okay to do all of that and more when you're not looking, because look at what all's okay to do when you are looking. Be mindful of how your child is behaving, but be mindful of what you're showing her. Y'all, come on. We gotta do better. I want to say we're fighting a losing battle, but I don't even feel like we're fighting. I feel like we forfeit. I feel like we just threw the towel in. These babies are lost, and guess what? Who's doing anything about it? Who can? Who is? You know, the school gets blamed for a whole lot of stuff. Oh my God. The school gets the blame for everything. But those children don't belong to the people that work at the school. Those children belong to you. They're your children. You're raising them. You're bringing them up. There's only a 7-8 hour day at school. Those are your children. You're responsible. Be accountable and be responsible for the way your children are behaving. Stop trying to make it somebody else's fault. Hey, if you need help with your child, say you need help. We'll try our best to help you with that. But no, ma'am, don't you dare try to act like it's our fault that your child is acting out of control. No, ma'am. That's not our fault. School is an educational facility where you are supposed to go to learn. Extracurricular activities, right? Play a sport. Make friends. But not fighting and cussing and yelling and pepper spraying and bringing guns and stabbing and no. The answer is no. Now, I understand too that the social media, the music, the television, all of that plays a factor in what is happening with our youth today. I get that. I totally get that. I feel like we need to start talking to our lawmakers. I'm saying. And make it a priority that people, influencers, musicians, songwriters, TV producers, movie producers start to take some accountability of what they put out there in the world. Because these young people believe it. They want to be it. They want to act it out every single day. The people that make these game consoles, what are you putting out there? You're showing them how to be murderers? You're showing them how to rob and steal cars? Come on. We're doing too much. we're putting too much into young minds. And then we ask them to process all of that. How? How do you sift between what's right and what's wrong if it's always in your face? You're going to believe it's okay. We have got to do something. And I do believe it starts at home. But I also believe that it filters outside of home into our world. And what are we allowing? What are we allowing? We need to start talking to our lawmakers. We need to put our foot down. Certain things should be forbidden, not allowed, outlawed, whatever. But we got to figure out how to save our kids. And we got to do that together. That's not just one person's problem. That's all of our problems. No matter where you live. Trust me when I tell you, it will touch your kids too. All of this madness, it reaches everywhere. You know, when I've looked at the Housewives. I mean, who hasn't, right? I don't watch them, but I've seen them. You know, the girls throwing drinks in each other's faces, fighting in fine dining restaurants. My God. Acting a complete fool at a fundraiser. I mean, what? They see all of that. The kids are watching it. They think it's hilarious. Not to mention all of these fancy cars and clothes and all of this stuff they see. They want it. They're willing to do whatever to get it, to have it, to be cool, to be accepted, to be liked, to be loved, y'all. We got to do something. And we got to stop sitting around talking about, well, that ain't my kid. My kids don't act like that. Your kids might not act like that, ma'am. Maybe you are raising your children to behave a little better, sir. But how do you know those won't be your children's friends one day? How do you know that one kid that's causing all the problems is not just a little bit misunderstood, and your child, who's a good kid, who sees the best in them, wants to be their friend? Now that's how it starts becoming your problem. Yeah. All I'm going to say is we have to do something, and we cannot put it all on the educator's plate and say, fix it. We can't expect them to fix it. They didn't break it. How can they? Mama, Daddy, Granny, Grandpa, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle. We're the village, and we've got to stand up. You guys, you know, we have to. So I'm going to stop here, but you know I'll be back. As always, keep your heads up and your eyes open. It is so rough out here. Good night.